So ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Long Beach. It's a beautiful day outside. Every day is like this in Long Beach. And welcome to the 14th annual Long Beach Motorsports Walk of Fame. All right. All right. So first, I would like, again, to welcome you. It's a beautiful day. If you have time after this, please explore the city. And now I'd like to call up to the stage the guy that gets us over the finish line every single day here in the city of Long Beach, Mayor Robert Garcia.
Well, good morning, everybody, and it's obviously great to start this real special week for us in this way every single year. And I want to begin just by saying, on behalf of the city of Long Beach, welcome to the Grand Prix, and of course, welcome to Acura, who we're very excited to have as our great partner and our new partner in this amazing endeavor. So can we give Acura a big round of applause for coming to Long Beach and for their amazing work. We also have this, of course, week, we're going to honor two more racing legends to the Motorsports Walk of Fame. And as we do every single year before the race, we're just excited to honor and welcome these two legends of the sport, but also to kick off just a great week of festivities. We know that Long Beach now has been home to some of the best racing for the last 45 years. And back in 2006, we started honoring some of the most extraordinary people involved in motorsports, of course, including drivers and owners and many others. It's been a who's who of motorsports, and a lot of you here are huge fans. Most of you here are huge fans as well. And I want to mention some of those folks that we've honored. Phil Hill, Mario Andretti, Michael Andretti, Roger Penske, Pernelli Jones, Emerson Fittipaldi, Tommy Kendall, and the list goes on, and so many more. The Acura Grand Prix of Long Beach, we know, is our largest event here in the city, and we're honored every year to receive tens of thousands of visitors that come to the community. We're hoping that the weather stays as great as it is today. And so let's hope we get great weather for the race. And I also want to take a moment, anytime you transition, especially when you transition a major sponsor as we just did, it really takes a lot of work. And I want to thank, of course, Jim and his entire team for just really guiding this race through year after year. So a big round of applause to Jim. And I want to also note that I'm going to introduce Councilwoman Lena Gonzalez here in a minute. Councilwoman Janine Pierce, who is going to be here, had a death in her family and friend circle, and so our thoughts are with her. But with that, I want to introduce Councilwoman Lena Gonzalez to continue to say some more words. So let's give her a big round of applause.
Well, thank you to our mayor and to each of you. I really do feel like the race car gods always know that it's Grand Prix because it is the best weather. I don't think we've been talking here. There is no other Grand Prix that I can imagine or remember that had horrible weather. So we thank Long Beach for having this beautiful weather, and thank you all again for being here. And over the years, the Grand Prix of Long Beach has grown, and so has our city. Race weekend provides an excellent opportunity to showcase this revitalization to a vast national and international audience. Our gorgeous downtown, which I have the pleasure of representing, its waterfront is on display for all the world to see. The race is viewed by millions of people in 178 countries around the world. And here in Long Beach, the races have an estimated economic impact of $33 million, creating over 350 full-time jobs and $700,000 in increased tax revenue. Let's give that a big round of applause. Thank you. And every year, over 180,000 race fans come here for race weekend, and we are grateful for the chance to share the Long Beach experience with every single one of our guests. It gives us great pride. And now, please welcome the President and CEO of the Grand Prix Association, Jim McCallion. Please welcome him to the stage.
Thank you very much, Councilwoman Gonzalez. And on behalf of the Grand Prix Association, let me say how delighted we are to welcome you to this event. You know, it's this sort of a special activity kicking off our race weekend, and we look forward to having all of you come and join us as we salute the great drivers who have performed here over the years, and we certainly are doing that today. But before I get started, I'd like to recognize at least one member of the existing Motorsports Walk of Fame who's joined us here today, Jimmy Vasser. Jimmy? And I don't see any other ones, but just a reminder, you know, Parnelli Jones has always attended this event over the years, and he's suffering a little bit health-wise, and I'd ask you to remember him in your thoughts and prayers. Hope he's will have a quick recovery. But today, we salute two more great drivers in terms of the activities that have taken place here at the race. You know, as the mayor mentioned, we started this event back in 2006, 14 years ago, and if you look way down Pine Avenue here, you see the names of Dan Gurney and Phil Hill, and they were the inaugural members into the Motorsports Walk of Fame. And look at this is a veritable pantheon of great racing drivers who have been inducted into the Walk of Fame here. And certainly today, the two drivers that we're going to be saluting meet all of that criteria and more. You know, and you'll hear a little bit more about their on-track achievements, not only here at Long Beach, but at other venues around the country and literally around the world. But also, what's important to realize is that these gentlemen really are outstanding individuals. They're great drivers, but they're great representatives of the sport. They really are ambassadors that we can all be proud of, and we couldn't be more delighted to be able to induct both Sebastien and Will into our Motorsports Walk of Fame. However, this is a first for us. You recall, all of the other drivers that we've inducted in have retired, with the exception of last year when we had Montoya and Castroneves, and they had moved on to the IMSA series. But these two gentlemen are still competing at the highest level. So, as a consequence of that, why we have certain statistics here that are going to be embodied on their medallion, but trust me, when we showed those stats to both of these gentlemen, they both had the same reaction immediately. We're not done. Those things, those medallions could well be outdated. And you know what? Not only is that true, they could be outdated this weekend, and I think there's a very good chance of that happening. So, what are we going to do? Well, I thought about it for a while, and I said, you know what? The most equitable way to treat this thing is as follows. These are who they are and what they've achieved as of this date, right? So, our commitment to you guys is that when your racing career is over, and that's not going to be for a while, I can tell, and you've racked up all of the statistics, anyone here that needs to be reformed and advised, we're going to take those medallions out and we're going to put new medallions in place reflecting your total accomplishments, okay? And I think in the end, what that's going to do is give everybody who walks down this Motorsports Walk of Fame a really good feel for what these two gentlemen have accomplished. And we're delighted, absolutely delighted, that they could join us here today to be involved in this ceremony. Thank you very much. And now I'd ask Councilwoman Gonzalez to come back up and present our first inductee.
So I have the distinct honor of recognizing these two gentlemen. Today we are honored to recognize Sebastien Bourdais. Mr. Bourdais has shown versatility and consistency over his driving career, winning races in a number of disciplines. As an IndyCar driver, the Le Mans France native currently ranks 6th in career victories with 37 wins, including 3 consecutive Grand Prix of Long Beach victories from 2005 through 2007, joining Al Unser Jr. as the only driver to win 3 or more consecutive Grand Prix in Long Beach. Let's give that a round of applause. Bourdais also claimed a remarkable 4 consecutive Champ Car championships from 2004 to 2007. And Mr. Bourdais, it is with great honor that we welcome you to the Long Beach Motorsports Walk of Fame. If you can please come up here, say a few words, and thank you so much for all of your work.
Well, good morning, everybody. Well, I'm French and I'm really terrible at speeches, so I'm going to try and keep it really short. But obviously, Long Beach has been extremely good to me over the years, and it's always a place that I come back to with great pleasure, and I'm going to be in great company. I mean, I actually drive for Jimmy Vasser. I drive for Chip Ganassi Racing, who's somewhere in here, and yeah, it's just obviously Newman Haas Racing has been recognized as well, and that's also the team that I had all the successes here in Long Beach with. So couldn't be any more proud of this induction today. It's a real great honor. To be very honest with you, when I received the information that I was going to be inducted, I'm like, did somebody say that I retired? But I mean, I'm really honored and yeah. Very excited about the prospect of this weekend's race. Obviously, we're coming on after a pretty good weekend in Barber with Delcon Racing with Vasser and Sullivan finishing on the podium, and looking forward to some good momentum. So hopefully we can keep it rolling and maybe add another win to this great event to our name. Thank you very much.
Another round of applause for him. That's so great. So our second recognition, today we also honor Will Power. What an awesome name, Will Power. Mr. Power has been fast since his IndyCar debut in 2005. His current IndyCar win total of 35 places him in a tie for 7th all-time, and he has scored an incredible 54 career poles, trailing only Mario Andretti in that category. A native of Toowoomba, Australia, Power won the Grand Prix of Long Beach in 2008 and 2012 with 3 additional runner-up finishes. He has also won at least one IndyCar race in each past of the 12 seasons. Power won his first Indy 500 in 2018, becoming the first Australian to win the race, and recorded his first IndyCar Series championship in 2014. Mr. Power, it is also with great honor that we welcome you to the Long Beach Motorsports Walk of Fame. We'll also ask you to come up, recognize you, and then we'll take some pictures. Let's give him a big round of applause.
Thank you. Good morning. You know, when I think about my first race here in Long Beach in 2006, it really was a dream come true to be racing at the iconic Long Beach Grand Prix. You know, it's obviously, it's got a very long and rich history in IndyCar racing and Formula One racing. You know, when I look at the names along this Walk of Fame, I never would have dreamed that I'd be in amongst Mario Andretti, Dan Gurney, Jimmy Vasser, some of these guys. So yeah, my first win in Long Beach actually was with Jimmy's team at KV. It was actually a fantastic day, fantastic win. It was kind of a sad day as well. It was the last race of Champ Car, but it was really exciting that the two series, IndyCar and Champ Car, are merging back together, and now we have, I would say, probably the most competitive open wheel series in the world and most versatile. So it's just such an honor and a proud moment, I'll say, to have my name here, and it's very fitting to be inducted alongside Sebastien, because when I turned up to Champ Car, he was a guy winning all the championships, winning all the races. So we've raced together for the last 12 years and have had some fantastic battles, and it's really cool to be next to him on the Walk of Fame here. I can't thank the city of Long Beach enough for allowing us to race here at this really cool track, and year after year you see big crowds, and not only race fans, but just people coming here to have a party and have fun. So there's no atmosphere like the Long Beach Grand Prix, and I would say absolutely. All the drivers and teams really look forward to this race every year. So I now I have a son. It really is a proud moment to have my name there. It's something when he's old enough to understand can walk here and see his father's name on the Walk of Fame. And also another really cool thing about Long Beach is when you win the race, you get your face engraved in Victory Lane. I think that is such a cool tradition. And you also go in there and see some of the iconic motorsport names that if you happen to win the race that you're amongst. So yeah, just a very cool race to win. It's you want to win the Indy 500 and you want to win the Long Beach Grand Prix when you're competing in Indy cars. So yeah, real pleasure and thank you very much.
Go down and just pull it out whenever you're ready. There you go. Congratulations.
Very cool.
Hey, look up, Will.
Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in another round of applause for the 2019 inductees into the Long Beach Motorsports Walk of Fame, Sebastien Bourdais and Will Power. And for all you race fans up there, the honorees have graciously agreed to sign autographs at the autograph table, which is behind you in the blue tent. We thank them for their generosity. Thank you for coming. Enjoy the racing, and we'll see you again next year.